What's on your mind right now? The thing that's keeping you up at night? Hey, I'm Dylan, and you're listening to Unlocked, your daily key to unlocking God's Word in your life. When you have a bunch of big decisions to make, it's hard not to stress out about them, think about them every moment of the day and worry about how each possible outcome might turn out for you. It takes a huge toll on your mental health. Now, that's not the kind of load you're meant to carry, and we'll get into it with today's Devo, because He Cares for Me by Taylor Ising. Has a Bible verse ever hit you like a freight train, like in a good way? I had that experience a couple months ago. I was going through a very stressful time in life with a number of large, sometimes painful decisions in front of me. I was weighed down, desperately trying to work through several problems in my own life while also coming alongside others experiencing problems in their lives. I was reading through 1 Peter 5 and I came across verse 7. Give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you. I've read this verse dozens or hundreds of times, but this time it hit right at my heart. The breath rushed out of my body. I realized I was clinging to my worries and cares, believing the lie that it would be irresponsible not to worry about them. I couldn't give them over to God because it was my job to figure them all out. It's so easy to fall into this lie because, like many people, I want control over my own life. I don't want God's solutions to my problems. I want my solutions, and I want them now. God's solutions might be uncomfortable, or they might take too long, or they might require too much from me. All these fears and lies and sinful desires can swirl around in my mind, clouding my vision and making it harder to see God with clarity. But once I lay these down at Jesus' feet and the smoke clears, I can finally see what God has been telling me. He loves me. His ways are so much better than my ways. And yes, His solutions may be uncomfortable. They probably won't arrive on my timetable, and they might require a lot from me. But when I'm not clinging so tightly to control, I'm able to see how God is reaching for my hand, inviting me to depend on His strength instead of my own. He's walking with me, providing everything I need. I really can give all my worries and cares to Him because He really does care about me. So what are some questions you've got? Are there any worries you've been clinging to? Does it feel like it would be irresponsible not to worry about them? Consider taking some time to bring these worries to God. Now, as you and I can read in 1 Peter 5:7, give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you. And dive into God's Word for more in Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30, and 1 Peter 5, verses 6 and 7, to keep God's Word alive in your life. Unlocked is a free resource from Keys for Kids Ministries, but it's not free to produce it. We pay the writers and editors, printers, theological reviewers, and of course, podcast hosts. And all of that is supported by gifts from listeners like yourself. Join us in unlocking God's truth for others when you make a donation at unlocked.org and tap donate. And come back for tomorrow's devotion with Natalie, how we sometimes try to live like we're driving at night without headlights. But until then, I'm Dylan, encouraging you to live life unlocked, opening the door to God in your life.